Hello and welcome back to Cultopia and Goatsburg and Branberg and all the amazing places of Vinralandia, the city that never sleeps, except during the nighttime. Okay, let's see what we got here. I can't quite remember what we were doing last time, but it looks like we got a traffic problem as usual. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, traffic, for ruining my day. Wait, I've had an idea. Okay, I've had an idea and I think it's going to do something. Okay, what I'm seeing here is this intersection causing some problems because cultists are just freaking out that this two-lane off-ramp, two-lane? One-lane? I don't know. It's like one or two-lane off-ramp is intersecting with this six-lane highway, and they are very concerned about that because that is strictly against cultist regulation for one-lane anything to intersect with six of anything, because everyone knows that six is the most holy of numbers, if by holy you mean unholy. Yes, and you can't mix it with one, because then that would imply that there's a singular six, and by implying that there's a singular six, you're implying that there's only one cult, and there isn't only one cult. There's only one true cult, but there is more than one total cult. If you didn't catch that, you need to go back to learning up in, Dark Arts 101 down here in the nice elementary school. That's going to teach you everything you need to know about that particular issue. It's like Cult 101. I mean, if you're part of the cult and you really don't know about that, I mean, can you really call yourself part of the cult at that point? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Okay. No? What do you mean the space is already occupied? I don't see that space being occupied by anything. Your mother's occupied by everything, road. Tu madre! Die! Very good. Okay. So what we're going to do is change up this intersection. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to make a disgustingly windy road right here. Oh, that's putrid, but it's going to work out. We had to do something. So what this should do is turn the road that connects up to this big six-lane highway into a one-way road, which I think will help traffic. Might not help traffic that we just created a four-way intersection. That might be a slightly bad thing. Let's see how it does. We need to speed up time. To really understand the inner workings of this particular offset of the highway, we do really need to turn up time. Let's see. Everyone's doing their thing. No, I don't think this is going to work quite as well as I thought it would. No, look, nobody was even moving at that moment. Okay, here's how it's going to go. This is going to be a T intersection now. And that is definitely, questionably, going to fix our situation. It's at least going to make it slightly better. In the meantime, I'm too lazy to fix this. No, you know what? I'm not too lazy to fix this. We need to actually do a good job for once, because so far our traffic systems have been just aberrant. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of sad. If by sad you mean, it grinds our city to a halt, which I think is considered to be sad. There we go. We'll connect that up there. Oh, it just caused terrible traffic issues. Oh my goodness. No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. We're going to let this all work itself out. And I think it will actually work itself out. With any hopes. Yeah, it's going to work itself out. Okay, we also have a small little issue over here in Cultopia where we've got a couple cultists who can't clean their sacrificial knives. And that just will not do. Not at all. We're going to have to put down some pipes down there, and it's going to be brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Now we need more industry. Oh, industry. You are constantly in demand. When will you stop being in demand at some point, industry? Oh, industry. Probably never. They're just going to keep wanting industry because they need more offices. Offices, the places where the cultists draw. Well, it's where the cultists research precisely what medium is the best for drawing their particular pentagrams. You see, there's been a lot of research into this lately. If you were to go to Dark Arts 101, you would learn all about the research. We can't go really deeply into it, but they've been questioning whether chalk is a good medium, or whether or not potentially powdered blood could be a good medium, because they're cultists. They don't care about the fact that they're writing with like powdered blood. I mean, it's practically what they make every time they do their sacrifices, so it's kind of commonplace for them at this point. It's just a big question within the cultist community as to whether or not, and particularly which of these different things really works the best. Do I know? No, I don't. Because I'm not part of the cult. Because, look, I need to remain neutral towards both Goatsburg and Brandberg, which requires me to not be part of the cult, because if I am part of the cult, well then, I'm going to have to try to convert everyone to the cult. Brandberg's not going to have that, because Brandberg is just way too normal. Don't know if you've noticed, but they're completely normal, and I didn't say anything outside of normal, just normal. Anyone who happens to be listening in on this, definitely said normal. Don't take me away, please. And then Goatsburg, I think we all know the issues with Goatsburg here. Namely that they're not particularly happy about what the cultists have been doing to their goats. Really, I'm not sure very many people are happy about what the cultists have been doing to their goats. The sacrificial methods have gotten really more and more ridiculous as time goes on, but as mayor, I must remain impartial and thereby allow the cultists to continue their reign, so long as they don't do it in the Goatsburg. Because, you know, when they do it in the Goatsburg, it's just so terrible. All of a sudden you got a small riot on your hands, the cultists are being burnt at the stake, everyone's questioning whether or not Goatsburg is actually a goat cult, to which we don't want to talk about what Goatsburg does once they're alleged of that. It's pretty bad. Yeah, look, they're using a little roundabout highway thing. How nice. You guys know what you're doing. That's brilliant. You know how traffic works. Good. How's it going over here? Let's see. We are working off the backlog very slowly. It used to be down into this little clover area. Now it's not. But still, it just doesn't feel like it's quite doing it. Let's see. What we could do is connect... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to create an offshoot of this off-ramp. It's going to be brilliant. And we're going to send it over to Goatsburg. With any hope, what this is going to do is take all of the traffic that wants to go to Goatsburg, pull it off of this intersection, and send it this way. Alleviating the issues here. Now, of course, you'd ask, how does Cultopia and Goatsburg feel about this? Well, Cultopia is incredibly happy about the fact that all of the Goatsburg people don't actually have to go through their town, because they hate Goatsburg. It's really bad. It's just prejudice. It's terrible. It's evil. Well, no, I can't say evil. That's that is overstepping my bounds as mayor so much. It's just morally questionable. That's what we're gonna go with. Morally questionable. Okay, people are definitely using this offshot. I thought that people were using this as a Goatsburg intersection, and I was right. Very good. Okay, then we fixed that. What are our demands? They continue to demand commercial, which means that Marketopia shall continue its change, its vast transformation from a land of low density commercial to a land of high density commercial. We shall fit as many knick-knack shops into a small space as we possibly can, which has been proven within a single point. There has been much research into this. It is proven that you can fit 7 knick-knack shops into a single point in space. It's crazy. And the research was very elaborate, peer-reviewed, in fact. Literally, the Cultist Journal reviewed this and said, yep, that is correct. Your logic is infallible, and you did sacrifice 3 goats in the process of the research. So, good on you, mate. Good on you. Okay, that also takes... Oh my goodness, look at the district from Marketopia. It's not even close to correct. It's expanded so much and the district has remained so small. We cannot allow our districts to fall behind in the times. We must expand them. And I think Cultopia also has some issues. Yeah, we expanded it pretty large over here. Look at all of this. This is all Cultopia. Oh, what? Oh my goodness, this is not Cultopia. The Goatsburg people are up at arms at this point. They are freaking out. Why does Cultopia get a large stretch of forest land and we don't? To which I reply, would you guys just shut up? It's okay. It's going to be fine. That sparks a small riot. It's bad. Okay, we're going to put a little crematorium in here. I'm going to draw a pentagram on it. And the cultists are going to be like, we don't have to keep the bodies of our virgins anymore. We can just get rid of them right there. Brilliant. Okay. Man, this entire area is just a sprawling mess. Just a mess. What do we got over here? Got a small fire going on. Who is not fixing the fires in Brandberg? It's on fire, fire truck. You need to move faster. Look at them. They're going for it. Wow, that was quick. What, did you just walk over and just like put a little blanket down? It was just a little fire and you just threw a blanket over it and it was like, oh, it's fine. It's perfectly fine, don't worry about it. Nothing to see here. I gotta say, the fire department in Bramberg is very efficient with their dealings with fire. Oh, look at that. The land value. Love it. What is this? What is this single little building? Oh yeah, it's the one little office in Filth Corner. Oh my goodness. And it's actually... Oh my... Look at that. That's pretty good, actually. That's not terrible quality of a building. How amazing. Let's see, we got incineration status is dropping at an alarming rate of about 3 per minute. I'm just making that up, I don't know. Let's see, we have a good amount of water. I say a good amount of water. We should probably put in another water pump. Gonna put in another water pump to facilitate continued expansion. What do you mean you need power? You don't need power, shut up. And electrical availability, while we're at it, is brilliant. Okay. What we really need next is another metropolitan area. We do have the chance to expand. I think we should expand out this way. Because we're going to want these railroads to bring a rail station down to the Knick-Knack Emporium of Magic. So let's just purchase this plot. Brilliant, look at that. We've got a railway now. Look at it. Look at it. Trains are going to go on here. It's going to be amazing. Loving it. Okay, so our next metropolitan area should probably be like in here. I'm feeling in here. This is going to be nice. Right in this area, right along this little lake. Oh, it'll be nice. It'll be brilliant. Okay, let's get to it. So, pause. In order to build this metropolitan area, we're of course going to need a way off from the highway, which shall come in the shape of a T-junction, because that is what we tend to put out here. Lots of T-junctions that lead to many metropolitan areas that are very vaguely normal, except this one's not going to be particularly normal, is it? I don't know. I don't know anything about it yet. I mean, you can't know anything about something that doesn't exist yet, can you? No. If you think you can, it's a lie! Just a filthy lie. Oh my goodness. Trying to spin you. Let's spin you around. Spin. Spin. Oh, this spinning is really slow. Spin. Oh, there we go. Okay. Almost got it. Just a little more spin here. There we go. Okay, so we want it right in this area. Let's connect up that top one there. Give it a little more of a turn. Just a little more of a turn. You've got to do it. What do you mean slope too steep? I don't see any slope that is too steep in this situation. What are you talking about? Lord Almighty. What has become of this road network that we can't build this? Well, how about we just come up with a new plan then? Because it doesn't want to do what we want it to. Okay. Next plan is we're going to build our own on and off ramp system, which is probably going to work better than my previous plan. Because generally the second plan does work better than the first plan. It's just a thing. There we go. Highway's back up. Now, how are we going to design this? We don't have to have it paused. We can have it going. We're going to want something similar to what we've got over here in this place that I still haven't named because I'm too lazy, and I'm still too lazy, so I'm not going to name it again. We want a nice 6-lane road coming just straight along this highway. Boom. Right like that. Now we're going to want to connect up the different things, the many different on and off ramps from which people shall move their vehicles over, at least in theory. There we go, we got one there. I did build that the wrong direction, didn't I? Look, how is anyone going to be able to make that turn? Nobody's going to be able to make it. Who in the highway system thought that I clearly meant that it was supposed to go in that direction? My goodness. You're going to have to... Only people very proficient in drifting are going to be able to make that turn. But now the turn is gone, so nobody proficient in drifting is making any turns. You've all failed. Now then, people are going to get off there. Yeah, I don't know where we're going to put the second one. We're going to put it here. We're just going to make it up. I'm just making it up as I go. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Then we're going to get a little this guy. And it's going to come right down to there. Oh, brilliant. Whew. I'll admit that was a lot of effort. I was freaking out a bit. Just a little. Actually, I would say just enough. Oh, there we go. That's not too deep of a slope, is it? No. Build this here. Oh, look at this coming to shape. I love it when things come to shape. It all works so brilliantly, and then we're all happy, and then the cultists move in, and then it all goes downhill, one might say. I don't want this to get... that's not what I wanted to do. I don't want this to get too close to this area, or else we could have small problems, namely worse traffic. And everybody knows that worse traffic is a bad thing. There we go. That's probably good enough. It looks so disgusting. That's really bad. Wow. Okay. what we're going to do next. We're going to cut... I'm going to start from here. No, not from there. From there. Straight line road down this way. I said straight line road. I'm going to put a straight line road down here. That'll work as the main artery of the city. This metropolitan area. We may as well put it right down to the edge of the lake. Because it's going to end up down there eventually anyway. That's what we're planning. When we plan things, that's just... Hopefully it works properly when we plan things. If it doesn't work properly, we have a small problem. Okay, then we're going to build... Oh, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be very meticulously planned little area. We're going to have a secondary road for all of the variety of services that we need. Like we're going to build a hospital here. And we're going to build a fire department. Fire departments. Then we're going to build this. Police station. Now that's all set. Okay. So now I'm going to build it in grid shape. Because grids are the way that you really work the metropolitan area. If you don't put it in grid shapes, it's going to just start to... Pretty much order is going to collapse. It's all going to fall apart. And once order collapses, society collapses. And society collapsing in small suburbs is a fine thing because there's not very many people there for the society to collapse around. But I mean, in a city, that's a lot of people. And when a lot of people, their society collapses, there's riots and there's people in masks running around wearing capes yelling, "I'm Batman!" And then it all goes downhill. Oh. Pretty much Batman shows up when society collapses. That's just what I'm saying. And nobody wants Batman to show up because Batman, quite frankly, is a little strange. I mean, he just goes around and he's like, hey dude, check it out. What, Batman? Guess what? What, Batman? I'm Batman! And he's like, I know! We know, Batman! You tell us every time we come around, Batman! Jeez, Batman, what is wrong with you? He's just lonely and misunderstood. That's what's wrong with Batman. No. I need it down to the right. No, that's still not the right position. There we go. Batman's just a lonely and misunderstood creature, Bat thing. Human? Nah. That's absurd. Batman's not a person. He's a creature of the night. He's actually a bat itself. That's how Batman works. Okay. So we're also going to have some big roads coming down along the side because I say so, and apparently that makes some sense to me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm building anymore. I don't know what's going on. Society is already collapsing before I've even constructed the basis of the city. It's over. How could things have gone so downhill so quickly? I know. It was Batman, wasn't it? We incited his name and now society has collapsed as they all want to be Batman so badly. Because you know, you gotta be yourself unless you can be Batman. Then be Batman. Because everybody wants to be Batman. We have destroyed the fabric of society by citing his name. How dare we? Well, I don't think you actually had anything to do with it. It was mostly me. I personally have destroyed the fabric of society. Which on one hand is a terrible thing. On the other hand is quite an impressive achievement. And I'm going to put it down in my achievement logbook. It's going to read, Dear Achievement Logbook, today I collapsed an entire social structure. I considered it after I had collapsed it, and I chuckled to myself, knowing that it would never again see the light of day or understand anything other than Batman. So be it, logbook. That is what we say. And that's just what my logbook entry is going to say. Half of that doesn't make any sense. Then again, that implies that anything that I say makes sense. And I really doubt it. Really doubt it. Still pretty sure nothing makes sense. Yes. Okay. So we've got our second area of metropolitan build-up being built over here. Look at it. It's so nice. It's Battown. That's what it is. That's what it is. There's no fabric of... There's no social structure anymore at all within this area. It has completely collapsed, and it has become Battown. The land of Batman. The land where everybody wants to be Batman so bad that they are, in fact, Batman. That's just... It's terrible. Oh, so sad. Battown. With 2 T's. Never forget that. Battown. That was 3 T's, but technicalities. Very good then. With that, wait, let's check our traffic. We fixed the traffic. We fixed it! Yes. I love it when things are fixed and traffic moves and this collapses the entire fabric of space-time with the amount of cars that are fit into one spot. That doesn't matter. We'll get to it later. It's this big... Next time we'll fix it. Hopefully, maybe, if I remember. Okay. As I was about to say, that's also the end of the episode. We built Battown. We fixed the intersection between Cultopia and Goatsburg and made it much better and much less likely to completely destroy society and peace between Cultopia and Goatsburg. So, with that, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Of course, there'll be more incredible cultish antics quite soon. Once again, thanks for watching. And as soon as I get a panoramic view right now, there we go, panoramic view. Look at it, it's so nice. Oh, it's brilliant. Okay, what? Yes. Once again, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.